Okay, close. This might be working. Let's try. Oh, maybe. All right, do we have anything now? Ah, there, good. Hey, what do you know? Good. Now I don't have to try and type. That was just bad. All right, so you can all hear me now? We're good? Anyone?
They still can't hear you?
Good. Yep, good. Excellent. Okay, well, I'm here. I'm taking a break. I'll pick you up in a couple minutes. We'll go for a little tour if you want. But let's see. Today is Monday. I've been here since early this morning, as you can tell by the shave and the disheveled look. We got news first thing this morning that the stills were loaded in Vancouver onto a train, and that happened, I believe, on Saturday, and they're already en route. So they're traveling across Canada. They figure 5 days to get here. They expect them to arrive in Toronto at 10 o'clock at night. So I was able to make some arrangements to get them loaded onto a truck overnight, and they're going to bring them here first thing Saturday morning. Now, Saturday morning is also the time that we're having our open house, which, you know, arranged this a long time ago. In January, when we did the still order, they were supposed to be delivered on June 15th. So we figured, okay, we'll give it a month and a half, and they can easily have an open house and just show it all off, show what we're about and everything else. And we actually had hoped by then to be able to, the government allow us to start distilling something, you know, for people to try. We knew we wouldn't be able to sell, but at least we'd be able to try some stuff. Delays at the manufacturer, delays in shipping, and yeah, they're getting here, and we're pushing to have them here for Saturday morning. So we're going to set up the front of the facility here where people can come in. We'll have some veggies, some pop, and some other treats and that. They can all get that. And then I'm going to have a group of whiskey guys, and some of them are actually sommeliers, and they're going to be slugging still parts. We'll have at least one forklift here. We'll probably have the other electric pallet lifter, which is a manual pull, but it's still electric for the lifting stuff. But yeah, we figure we'll be able to get the container empty within about 4 hours. Now, it's going to be a hard slog because there's a lot of big pieces. There's 41 boxes in total. Some of them are really heavy, especially the laser. The laser I've got, now, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but we plan on doing our own laser etching on the bottles. So in that, I bought a big kick-ass laser. It's the bed, the working bed on it is 4 feet by 5 feet, and it has a bottle rotisserie onto it. So we can actually throw the bottles in there, rotisserie them, and engrave whatever we want. So for special releases, when we do 1,000 bottle special release, we're going to do, you know, etch the bottles, but we can also do for weddings and special events, or, you know, things like that. And we hope to be able to set it up that we can just custom do someone's name onto it, or something special, just to make that bottle particular. But once again, it's also going to be used for making swags. All our the tops, the corks that we're using in the bottles have a wood top on them, and we're going to set it all up. I'll make a template, and we'll put all the corks in, and we'll laser etch our big S logo onto it. So all our corks will have that as well. So it's just a lot of neat little things that, you know, I think being a home distiller and doing that sort of thing, like you guys are, You know, it allows us to play a little extra, offer that little bit extra that, you know, people are looking for. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. My home, my home still is still at a friend's of mine. Whether or not I do another run over there, to have done that, I would have had to have mashed in today or yesterday, and I just didn't bother. So I do have the big assembly coming, and you've all seen pictures of that, I'm sure. But I also have the small one, which I haven't posted any pictures of it yet. But I have a new recipe still coming, because we will be doing gins and some different techniques, and also once again time. So you've all seen my little keg still, and we're going to put it actually on display here on the floor. But you've all seen that, and it's a 2-inch column, which, you know what, that little suckers work great. Doing the bubble plates on there, if you've watched that episode, they're fantastic. They work beautifully. So we took that, and we're essentially getting the same thing with a gym basket and a few other things, and an agitator motor built in, the whole bit. It's what was the size of that? My wife's sitting over here. Remember the size? It's 100 liter? 100 liter still. So, you know, a little bit bigger than what I had. Double the size anyways, but it's a 4-inch column. So when we go to do recipes, we can actually bang them through fairly quick. And some of the things that we're going to do right off the bat is we've actually signed up for a course at Lallement, which is a yeast supplier for large distilleries as well as commercial companies. And they do a lot of different styles, and they've come up with a whole new line for the distilleries. And it's pretty neat. We've tasted some stuff from there, and it's pretty freaking awesome. So we've signed up for a course in October, and we're going down to Montreal for a week, and we're going to dive in depth into yeast. You know, we've all played with it. We've all tried different things. I did a run of 6 of the identical ferments. And some of the yeast I used there was not good. You know, some of those really heavy ale yeast that you kind of like the flavor in the beer, it did not work out, not at all. And then I did the batch of turbo yeast, and I won't be using that ever again. So we're going to go down, and I've already ordered a complete line from Lallement, and I'm going to get shipped here once the sills are in place and we're ready to start. But we're going to learn more about how to design our own as well. So that's something I've been looking at, and I wanted to play with. So we'll pass that on as well, what we find, what we discover, and what we have learned. And that's going to be a big portion. So you're going to see one of the first things we're going to do is we already know, and you've seen on Still in Canada, we already know what we're going to do for the corn mash, the corn shine, the oat shine. We're blending them for our moonshine. So, you know, we know what that flavor is going to be. But I think for our whiskey, and we're going to start barreling right away, we're going to try and pick an off-the-shelf yeast at first. We'll design one probably in 2 or 3 years, but off the shelf. And we're going to stick with that for a few things. We're looking at, we're probably going to end up having to mash in probably about 6 different mashes that I want to try. And I don't know, has anyone here tried Weller's Antique? What was it? Weller's Antique 107? Anyways, it's a wheated bourbon, and it just shocked me. And it was in Canada, and it was for sale for $35. And, you know, I picked up a bottle, tried it, picked up 2 more bottles. And then when I went to go get some more, it had been taken off the market. It sold out. And then we found it's coming back. We could have ordered one yesterday for $199. So it to me, it was still worth it. Peter's there saying that he uses baker's yeast. And yeah, I've done, you know what? I've had some great success with bread yeast. I really do. There's Lalaman. Once again, that's what got me onto them, is because I've used that for bread a lot, and I've used it a lot in making some of the corn shine. So the flavor is fantastic. Um, but I do want to try some new stuff. So, you want to go for a walk? Want to go have a look around? Yeah, sorry, I'm looking over here to see you guys writing. Okay, so we're gonna go for a little walk, and I'm just gonna try and peek my head. I've only got the one mic or camera on this, so I'll try and keep it. This is actually my laptop, so it's a bit of a heavy thing. All right, so we're just doing the cleanup right now, and we're getting ready for Saturday, and we still have to paint the floor out here. So we've been, the car just got washed down. The wife's been busy with that. We're going to close off that room over there, just because we don't have time to get that ready. So we're going to pile in stuff and remove some of the tools out here into the trailer, and then just get everything cleaned up. But, we're doing some fancy little, can you tell we're Canadian? Yes. We're doing some fancy little things. I just got the fridge in. Oh, we just got the internet hooked up. That was the other thing I wanted to try today. We just got our internet here. We've been bumming off subways for a while. So we finally got our own. I want to see how well it did with the videos. We just got our new fridge. So we've loaded in some of that. Some of the things that some of the liqueurs are creams that we do. So we have about 6 different designs of that. And I'll share them with you too, come down the road. But they're fantastic. And the only thing is we could leave them out, but they have a far better shelf life if kept refrigerated. So we have the fridge here so that people know to keep it refrigerated when they get it. And then, of course, we have this cabinet goes in the back room, but we have our little cabinet of taste treats in here. So this is nowhere near the collection. This is just some of the stuff I brought, but yeah, you've heard me talk about this one. Yeah, I don't know if you've tried it, but all right, so let's take a trip over to what I've been working on today. So this is just a start in the bathroom, and I put in diamond plate on the bottom. And I've actually coated it in clear coat, just because some guys really don't know how to aim properly. And I thought it'd be kind of sneaky. Yeah, I put in a motion sensor. So that's into there. So that's picking up the motion sense. That way no one has to actually try and find the light switch. So that's kind of cute. I still got to finish the wood off, but I think I'll leave that for tomorrow. I'm getting kind of beat tonight. We got the toilets down there. Oh, there we go, toilet's there. And then we have a new sink and it's in the box. And I'll pull that out tomorrow as well. Let's see if I can walk over here. Now I'm going to, hold on a sec. Yeah, no, I don't have a mic in the other side. It's too bad. Would have been easier. So in here, this will be the storage room. So we really thought on what we were going to do with this. And essentially we decided that instead of having it as a swag room and, have glassware, clothing and all that over here, which was the original plan, now we're just going to use it for storage ability because we kind of figure we're going to run out of room pretty quick. The coffee cream liqueur, oh my God, it's incredible. So I got some totes from friends of mine over at Dixon's Distillery. They don't need these two, and they're going to get me a couple more. And actually, the bottom one still has a little, probably about an inch and a half of their Silver Creek vodka. So, yeah, I may have to clean that one out. The cinder block wall here, this is where we're actually going to put all our barreling. So we're going to, I know it sucks getting that close. So we're going to actually start barreling right across that wall, go all the way up with it, and then come a second layer out and do the same thing. But I want to be able to leave enough room here for totes and some grain storage. And then this is this was a first fill brandy barrel that's down here that we got. And the brandy's already out there, although it has leached out of the wood a bit. We're gonna rinse that out, re-sweat it with some water, and then we're gonna start filling that one right away with hopefully a bourbon style. But it's kind of neat. We're going through an old antique barn, and we found that piece of glass. And is it thick? I mean, you can. That thing is immensely thick. So once we get that barrel filled, I'm going to stick it out here on the floor. So it's going to go right out the main floor, right in about the center where Bessie is here. And we'll get that. Can't resist. All right, so we'll come in here. We made the sliding glass door. Oh, hey, I have to ask you an opinion. All right, first off, you see the S back there, way back there, that big nice S. What do you guys think when I close this door? When I close that door, I've got this big metal wall here. So you see that metal wall? So I'm going to get another one of those big S's cut out of aluminum. And I was thinking of putting it on that wall, but I'm kind of wondering, because I think that'd be a neat focal point for people getting their pictures taken. And actually, what I'll do is let me pop out here quickly. Yeah, we just had the alarm installed today, and the internet went in today, so that gave that stuff. Now, I'm outside. I haven't turned on any of the lights yet, or haven't installed the lights yet on my sign. Let's see how well you can. That sucks, doesn't it? Yep. Oh boy, there's no seeing that. So if you can see the big metal, and I posted pictures of it, so you can see the big metal S there, and that's all done out of stainless steel. And man, was that sucker heavy! So I'm gonna get another one of those and do it in aluminum. And I was thinking that metal wall. Do you think I should put it on there? And if I do you think I should leave the wall is the galvanized steel, or should I paint it black? That way the S jumps out at it. I'm open for opinions on that. All right, so you seen the bell? Yeah, we rescued that from another barn find there. But yeah, I'm still debating on whether or not to paint that. So here's some money shots. When we cap our bottles, we have the heat shrink. So that's really, and you've seen these things before, wine shops. You just slide up, give the spin. And you don't even need to spin this thing. You just slide up there, it shrinks everything, pull the bottle down. Here's our bottle fillers. Now, we did end up with two. Most places will have just one, but we are doing 50 ml sizes, and we're going to give gift packs of those. So we have the 750 ml here, and does the like 325 up to 750 and 1 liter and everything. But in order to do the 50 mils, we'd have to change all the heads, all the piping, everything else. And I thought, you know what, forget that. Let's just get a second machine. The price difference wasn't that much as to just buying the heads. So now we have a backup machine as well. So we'll be busy doing that stuff. Right beside all that, I'm going to put in a tote area here. I have to install a floor scale right where the fridge is, and that'll be there. And on this wall here, I'm going to install a serpentine 2-inch columns, but they're going to go like from up there, angular, and essentially you have about 24 feet of bamboo carbon, so bamboo charcoal, and use that as my vodka filtering system. And the bamboo really does a nice job at cleaning that out. So yeah, there's the big logo. The two stills will fit just underneath that. Our whiskey tower is going to go up right beside that X. So it basically right about here, it goes straight up. And then we have the two vodka towers, the gin tower, and the condenser. Now you see it's it's about a 14-foot ceiling, and I have about that much space between the top of the vodka tower and the ceiling. So yeah, let's hope there wasn't any errors, or else I'm digging out part of the ceiling. It'd be a nice place for a skylight, wouldn't you think? So over here, we're still put in some extra floor vents, floor drains for draining certain things. I got them down here, and I got another one buried under here somewhere. I had to do some under cement runs for the new bathroom location. We got the sink, that's all plumbed in now. So we can do our runs on that. Basically our wash, rinse, and sanitize sink setup. So we can go through all three. And then we're gonna, once I get the metal finished here, we're gonna put some hang-ups on the wall. So I think that's, oh yeah, well, we got one more spot we can go. It's really, okay, hold on a second, I gotta read. Okay, I like that. Cutting it tightly. I don't understand that one. So this here is the inside of the steam boiler. Now, let's see if I can just set you down for a sec. There we go. That thing was absolutely freaking heavy. What I ended up having to do is I had to take part of the wall down, and I used the forklift to actually push it through the wall over there. And once I got it through the wall, four of us tried to actually move it into this one, and we couldn't do it at first. So I ended up with a strap, and I made a harness to go over both my shoulders. And I was the pack mule while the other three were pushing. And we finally got it this far, and it's going to take probably about 5 or 6 guys to just get on its feet. But the next day, both right here, both big brown black lines as I bruised both shoulders trying to move that sucker. Yeah, that was entertaining. Not. That took a few days to heal, actually. Oh yeah, with the height of the stills, yeah, we are cutting it real close. But they double checked it. They put everything together. They double checked the height, and then I sent them back again to triple check it. So we're pretty sure that shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, we've got about 3/4 of an inch. So yeah, we checked it quite a few times. So I was starting to get a little anxious on that when I seen the size. But they assured me it's what it is, and that should fit. Yeah, and Lisa's still worried. So, any other questions? You know what I may do is, as far as the logo goes in this little section, is I might just put it on and just stand back and have a look while someone holds it. It's light enough. This, like on the ones outside, they're stainless steel, 316 stainless steel, and they were 0.125, so an eighth of an inch thick. They were heavy. I still had to secure them all with lag screws to the cement. But the one frame here is only 60 thou or 63 thou aluminum. So yeah, it'll be a lot lighter. So I should be able to just get away with gluing it on with a silicone or that type of thing. I'll look at it with the silver, but I think I'm leaning towards the black. Wife's leaning towards the silver. So we'll see who wins. So, all right, guys, I've been on here. I don't know how long. I don't see where the timer is. But you know what? If the voices come through, great. What do you think? Do you think I should let this just run on Saturday and put it somewhere back here so you can see me bring everything in? Would you guys think that's appealing? I don't know. That's kind of an opinion you guys have to answer. So, yeah, because well, hey, it doesn't cost me anything, and I can just run this, and I'll look to see if this actually saves afterwards. If it does, then maybe what I can do is download it and just edit it into, some little simple thing. Oh, some Jim will get yeah. Well, gin's not the first thing on our list, but you know what? You have to speak really nice to her because she's the one that's going to be doing the gins. She's the one that's making all the recipes. It's really entertaining when your wife gets into it. It makes a lot of things easier. All right, so I'll just wrap this up. I've been on this way too long. Thanks for the break. Thanks for dropping in, and I'll set this up for Saturday, and we'll just let this run for probably the day. I'll check every once in a while. Once I get the stills in and all that in, then I'll turn it. I'll come and check some of the comments you guys are making and try to answer them. But because we are on a time limit for the first little while when we're pulling stuff out of that container and off the truck, I won't be able to answer anything. So we'll see. I'll get her set up and get it ready to go. Great to see you, folks. And we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.
Do you see them?